if you're still giving your energy to traditional religious teachings, whether that be Baptist, Jehovah's Witness, or Roman Catholic, you're an idiot. Your pastor, your preacher, and your priest are liars and are only feeding you misinterpretations of ancient texts. Peace to the gods. Welcome back to Chance. Welcome back to Opportunity. I'm the amazing, spectacular, Master Tru, master disciple of the Most High Chief, Baba G. And today, we're going to be talking about the AntiChrist, as well as how to get to heaven and how you go to hell. The AntiChrist is anyone or anything that is teaching you that God is separate of you. It is impossible to be separate from God because God is all things. Everything is God on different frequencies of itself. In order for God to experience itself, in order for God to exist, in order for you to exist because you are God, you have to have broken yourself up into many pieces of yourself to experience yourself through an illusion of separation. Although you are all things, from your perspective, you appear to have a sense of self or an individual finite identity. Point blank, period. God is different expressions of itself. God is different expressions of energy. God is different expressions of nature. God is different frequencies of itself. It is impossible for something not to be God. And like I said in the beginning, anything or anyone that is teaching you that God is a separate entity outside of you, beyond your observation, is the Antichrist, is the devil. This is why traditional religions are the Antichrist. And you should stop giving your energy to it. You should stop subscribing to teachings that are outdated and that are based on political agendas to keep people powerless, to keep people subservient, to keep people inferior. This is the age of information. It's time for you to wake up, and it's time for you to realize who you are. It's time for you to do some objective research rather than going to a building where somebody spoon feeds you who you are without you asking any legitimate questions that require legitimate answers. As it relates to heaven and hell, there's been a misconception because of the Antichrist, because of the church. Heaven and hell are also not places that are separate from you, but rather they are frequencies of thought that your mind taps into. Heaven and hell are states of mind, period. If you want to know how to get to heaven or hell, look at what frequency of thought you tap into. Your immediate environment will be a reflection on whether or not you're in heaven or hell. You're either in heaven or hell right now, depending upon how you think, depending upon what your environment is saying to you. For example, heaven is what is in alignment with God, or what is in alignment with good, what is in alignment with what is righteous, what is in alignment with what is true, period. Heaven is constant communion, constant communication with God. Simple. When you know what God is, you can then determine how connected you are to God, which will determine whether or not you're in heaven or whether or not you're in hell. And since heaven is constant communication with God, then hell, by default, must be constant disconnection from God. Simple. If you live in an environment that is far away from the sun, knowing that Ra, or the sun, is God, you know that that environment is a hell environment, because the sun is the tower for the human being device, the human being avatar. The sun is the source of all life in this plane of existence. The sun is God. And if you are far away from God, that lets you know that you are far away from heaven, meaning that you are in a hell realm. If you live in an environment where you wear rubber and wood on your feet, you know that you're in a hell realm, because your feet are designed to be connected to the earth, because you are an electrical being. And we know that rubber and wood are what? Insulators of electricity. The bottom of your feet and the bottom of your hands are designed to allow the exchange of electrons from your body into the earth, to prevent a buildup of these electrons that cause inflammation, mucus, and stress on the body. So if you live in an environment that promotes the disruption between your connection to the earth, you know that this is a hell realm. If you live in an environment that disrupts your connection to your food, because the trees are what produces your fruit, not Whole Foods, not Sprouts, not Kroger. When you are blocked between when you are blocked from having a relationship with the source of your food, which is the earth, you know you live in a hell realm. When you live in an environment that doesn't allow you to pee and poop on the ground, you know you live in a hell realm, because you are designed by God, by nature, by what is righteous, to take from the tree and give back to the tree, to take from the earth and give back to the earth. When you eat a fruit from a tree, when you eat a potato from the earth, whatever it may be, what you owe back to the earth is not $2.25. What you owe back to the earth is the water and the soil that comes out of your body. Because a tree can't do shit with $1. A tree can't do shit with a debit card. The earth you can't swipe the earth with a debit card and think that you're not in debt, or think that your payment is acceptable. When you take from the earth, you owe back the water and the soil, because that is what the tree uses as nutrients to give you more fruit. But you live in hell, where this relationship is blocked. It is disrupted. You live in a world that says that for your fruit, you owe $3.95, $45.95. This is hell, because it is not in alignment with what is natural, what is righteous. The true economy is already in place, and you are already rich. When you breathe in a certain amount of oxygen, you naturally, without effort, without work, give back carbon dioxide to the plants. You naturally give back water and soil back to the earth. Working a 9-to-5, working for money, is only the workings of the devil. only the workings of a hell realm, because it does not allow you to have that connection, that communication with what you truly are, which is the earth, which is the sun. This is a hell realm. A hell realm does not tell you who you truly are based upon your astrological programming, based upon your genetic code. They tell you who you are based upon a birth certificate and a social security number and a tax credit score and a college degree. These things only apply to a system that has placed itself on top of a system that was already here. And you have to understand, through historical context, through common sense, that all civilizations crumble. All civilizations that go against nature rather than living in harmony with it. So let's do a quick review. Why should you stop attending church? Why should you stop adopting traditional religious teachings? Because they are a lie. They are only designed to keep you domesticated in a system that is against nature. Anything or anyone that is teaching you that you are not God or that God is separate from you is automatically the AntiChrist. And the reason you should also stop attending and subscribing to traditional religious teachings is because of their misinterpretation of heaven and hell. Heaven and hell are states of mind that you are currently experiencing right now, contingent upon the information you are paying attention to and the information you are uploading. Whatever you upload is what you will download into your reality. Your reality is a direct reflection of you. If you are uploading lies, you will live a lie. If you are uploading the truth, you will live the truth. And what I'm telling you now is that religious teachings, traditional religious teachings, Baptist, Jehovah's Witness, Roman Catholic, are of the devil, meaning that they are of what is against nature. Wearing shoes is against nature because nothing in nature wears shoes. A supermarket is against nature because nothing in nature goes to the supermarket. They go directly to the source of their food, whether that be the ocean, whether that be a tree, whether that be a bush, whether that be underground, whatever it is. Anything that is against the natural flow of life is the devil. Any information that goes against nature is the devil, and any information that is absorbed of the devil on a regular basis will put you in a hell state. A hell state of mind is a state of mind that is disconnected from the flow of life. And a heavenly state of mind is a state of mind that is connected to the flow of life, connected to the earth, connected to the sun, connected to all things, and understanding one's role in the equilibrium of the planet, in the interdependent, interconnected relationship between all things. So if you want to know what the Antichrist is, all you got to do is ask yourself, is this teaching me that I am God or that I'm not God? And to find out whether or not you're in heaven or if you're in hell, you just have to look at whether or not what you're being taught and the environment you're in, the culture you're in, is keeping you connected to the source, which is the earth, which is the sun, which is nature, or is it disconnecting you? Easy. Peace to the gods. I love myself.